Oh, we're going to play a song right now. What song are we playing? We're playing track 1, which is called Your Ghost. Is there anything you'd like to tell us? You wrote all the songs on the record?
No. Houdini Blues is written by my father. Cuckoo's a traditional song.
Oh, Cuckoo. The traditional song, Cuckoo.
The traditional song,
Oh,
Cuckoo.
of course.
Do you know that?
Sure. I play it every Cinco de Mayo.
See, I grew up on that song. I was nicknamed for it the day I was born because I sneezed cute. And
Sneeze for us.
Well, I don't sneeze cute anymore. It was just that day, I think. And my father played that song for me every day of my life. So I thought, well, up to a point. I was about
every day of my life.
Yeah, here he comes now. So I thought it was like
when I haven't seen him for a week, he stays and plays it 7 times. He's not well. He's in a rubber room playing Cuckoo right now. As a matter of fact, he's gone quite cuckoo.
So I thought it was like Happy Birthday or something. And it's not. Nobody knows it but me. So I'm wondering if he was just lying.
Maybe he wrote that song too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, the song we're going to play right now is not Cuckoo, because you probably already heard it once from your father today.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to be playing Your Ghost. Anything you would like to tell us about this song, Kristin?
No, that's a single. I talk about it all the time. You just play it.
Yes, but not with us.
Right. Okay.
Pretend like this isn't just the most boring thing. That every one of these ridiculously dumb questions I'm asking you haven't been asked at least 10 times this week. You want to talk about stock car racing?
I wrote it in Scotland. While the boys in my band and the roadies went out to have fun. I thought I'd be a grown-up and stay up with the managers and drink whiskey, which I'd never done before. And in Scotland, in a bar, and bars are a different thing there. You read books and smoke cigars and drink whiskey. And so I was bored out of my mind. And I just stayed up till 4 a.m. drinking whiskey, capital W.
Reading and smoking cigars?
Sometimes.
More whiskey than the reading and the cigars.
No, I did all of that. But then I went upstairs and wrote this song. Is that a good story? Or?
It was wonderful. Do you make them up in every city you go to? What's the song about? One time when I was in China. Okay, well, here is Kristin Hersh on the world-famous K-Rock.
If I walk...
You're listening to the world-famous K-Rock. That was something from Kristin Hersh off the new record, which is called Hips and Makers. And you're probably wondering, what do they do while the music is playing? Do they sit there and talk about the songs and listen to, which I was, in fact, trying to do, but you get parents in the room, and they're the only thing I heard about. Put it this way, ladies and gentlemen, the world-famous Pennywise show that is brought up all the time, Drew is quite used to that from what it seems, because he was talking about having 3 kids throwing up all the time, so it made you feel like you're at home.
You're off the baby picture circuit. You missed that whole thing.
You guys did the baby picture. While I was getting coffee, they were doing the baby picture.
So you don't have to barf all over us.
I'm going to have to just borrow pictures of babies and just go, hey.
The dog that they wouldn't let you have.
I'll have a picture of the 7-year-old, and they're going to go, is that your daughter? I'll go, no, it's my date.
You get a certain kind of tense when I talk about kids.
No, I don't. God. You know what? I love kids. I think I would be a great father. It's just having the mother that is the part that I'm having the hard time with.
But you're a musician, aren't you?
No.
Yuck.
No, I'm this guy. I'm this guy. I'm the whining guy.
So did she nurse them?
For a while.
Babies talk
for us 6 weeks.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was a lot of pumping.
Does she have 3 nipples?
A lot of pumping. A lot of.
Hey, yeah, there you go. Does she have 3 nipples, Dr. Drew? Mm-hmm. Or do they borrow one of yours when she is busy?
No, mom gets to have the milk pumped. That was a long time ago. We're talking a year and a half ago now. So
it just turns you into a cow. All of a sudden, you live your whole life, and bang, one day, oh, I'm a cow.
Well, first you're an oven.
Yes.
And then you're a cow.
And then your old dishcloth.
Want me to say some more Spanish words? I know a lot of Spanish, Drew.
Do you know,
I say a Spanish sentence, and you give me this look that says, that's really interesting, Ricky. We're here talking about your wife and udders, and the next thing you know is it's and we're talking about kids and
Not
this thing, which
udders,
I think is beautiful.
3 udders.
I think it's wonderful. I wish I had kids.
We prefer
For all I know, I may.
Parlez français.
But the thing is, I say one Spanish word, and it's that's really interesting, Ricky. Jeremy.
Listen, Kristin Hersh was on a very famous show. She just reminded me when the one with Phyllis Diller was on here and lasted about 3 minutes and walked out on us because it was too intense for her.
Not Kristin, it's Phyllis.
Phyllis
walked out. But there's a tape of that show going around
Europe.
Yeah, in America too. But there are kids in England who had this tape. They kept yelling at my shows. So, Kristin, do you swallow or not? was like, what are you talking about?
Why did they ask Phyllis that?
No, they
No,
asked
that's-
me that.
Oh.
Typical
But
LoveLine guest
yeah, exactly. It's like,
handling.
but it's because they all have tapes of this one show. They're like, it's from Los Angeles, Kristin.
We have the same thing with the Pennywise. I did talk to my friends in San Diego today, and they do have tapes of that show. I just want
Maybe we should
But
play
it
that
wasn't
again
exciting.
tonight.
That was just you know what? I'm getting bored of it. But Pennywise I mean, people are going to think, you know, it gets a lot of publicity if you puke on Dr. Drew. I just want you
I
to know
got
that.
barfed on one night.
Nuh-uh, you puked on
No,
him?
no,
I
I guessed
didn't.
it.
Oh.
Would that help?
And I used the term rather loosely, guessed.
But it was a violent throw off.
Wow.
It was a chasing around
Was
the
it
room.
aggressive?
It was a
We have to
big,
play it now
big
for
aggressive
it.
man.
Yeah.
Aggressive
I'm
puking?
really so sick to death of hearing it. So
Later in the show.
Oh, but I'm not.
We're Jeremy, 18, from Grand Terrace. Jeremy, you're on LoveLine on K-Rock.
How's it going?
Jeremy, are you sick of hearing about the throw-up show? You've heard it, haven't you?
I listen to LoveLines a lot, but I've never, I don't listen too much.
Oh.
Just listen to about one or two times.
It's okay. What do you do for a living, Jeremy?
What I do for a living?
Yeah.
Right now, I work at Albert.
Oh, well, I don't go to Albertsons that much either.
Why not?
Huh? I used to, but, you know. What's
He's
up,
trying
Jeremy?
to be mean.
Not much, actually. I just want to say hi to everyone, and I wanted to bring the Clinton issue to light.
I could not find it in the newspaper. Anywhere.
But the sexual harassment thing seems to have this huge blank space in it between what is realistic and what's unrealistic.
It's so hard to pick up women now with
like-
the sexual harassment thing. Dating has just gone completely out the window because I don't know if I make a move or if I'm making a pass. Where's pass and sexual harassment
there's
different?
There's the truth and there's what we want to be right. And I don't know a
Right.
single woman who has never been harassed. It's just
That's sad, though. That's sad. Now, hopefully that will change.
It's completely wrong. On the other hand, it's unrealistic to expect that it doesn't happen all the time with famous people. I started playing in clubs when I was 14 years old, and I mean that's a young kid. Every time I went to the bar, I got felt up, for
That's
more
horrible.
than 10 years.
That's terrible.
I would be pushed into vans and cars. I've
Wow.
had guns pulled on me.
Oh, my God.
But I don't know anyone that has lived without anything like that.
But you know what the fact is, I think we're trying to do change in our society takes it's generational. It takes
Exactly,
people, a whole
but
generation has
but
to
it's
come around
lying
and go.
to pretend that we don't know that happens all the time. I agree. I mean, you gotta know that. I would like to walk into a room and expect that would never happen for any woman, especially not with people that we entrust our country to. On the other hand, to use these tiny little incidents, and while women are being raped and children are being raped, it seems just unrealistic.
You know what? I wish we knew more about the story.
Well, I hope the press publishes some
We
stuff.
may
so-
never know.
Yeah, so we
Jer-
can find out more about it.
Unfortunately, it's like the press wants to blow everything out of proportion.
No, the press wants to. No, the press.
That's-
No,
Jeremy,
that's the exact opposite.
pick up the USA Today. We're talking about a major newspaper. Pick up today's USA Today. Jeremy, it's nowhere in it.
Go pick
It's
up.
not in the paper, period.
Go pick up a newspaper from 1972 any day of the week, and you'll find stuff about Watergate in it. And
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
not
go
about,
downstairs.
and-
Go
and
pick
that
up a
was-
paper from
And that was
72,
not
Jeremy.
about somebody harming another person. That was about a break-in where a government official felt he was bigger than the law, and that's wrong. We've decided as a society, and I think that's correct. That's wrong.
But I mean, is it actually real? I mean, Kristin said, is it realistic that Clinton would go out and actually do? I'm not trying to take one side or the other. I'm just saying, why?
I
does
hope
Clinton
not.
Think,
I
you
don't
think in the
think
back
he
of his head he thinks he's above the law after everything that's happened.
I would hope
All of a
not.
sudden he's going to get himself into more trouble.
You're
And if
right.
some girl is at a party and goes, hey, you know what? One time I tried to get his autograph and he wouldn't give me his autograph. You know what? I'm going to say he grabbed my breast. Bam!
Who knows?
You know?
I did hear one thing though
look
that,
at that.
this is a book I'm editing. That he did hire a very very famous and powerful criminal attorney. These allegations are being taken very seriously.
Okay, we got to go to some other calls. Thanks for calling, Jeremy.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, right now we're going to go to, I think the name is Teuton, 22, calling from Huntington Beach. Teuton?
Now I have to get an IBM computer though.
Hold on, what's your name? Hello? Oh, please be there. What'd I do wrong?
Hello?
Who's this?
My name is Teuton.
Teuton?
See?
And how do you spell Teuton? Teuton?
T-O-T-T-O-N.
Where you from?
Huntington Beach.
Where you from original?
South Vietnam.
South Vietnam. When did you move out to America?
About 2 years ago.
Oh, really? Tell me some big differences. I know wasn't your problem, but I find it interesting when you meet younger people that come from different countries. What was it like growing up in South Vietnam?
It's very hard, very different from here.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What would happen? Hold on. It's 106.7 KROQ-FM, Pasadena, Los Angeles, the world-famous K-Rock. First of all, he called with a problem, which we are going to address, but all of a sudden we've got somebody on the air that I'd like to ask different questions about. If somebody, let's say, spray-painted on a car in South Vietnam, what would happen to them?
Oh, yeah, they don't hit you with a stick, though.
No, but do they have some pretty harsh laws, or is it as bad as America, or not as bad?
Somewhere in between, everything pretty screwed up there.
Mm-hmm.
They have other problems other than the spray paint car.
Right. Well, what did you call about, Teuton?
Okay, about 2 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
I was surfing, and my surfboard came out and I caught a bad wave and I hit myself in the balls, man.
Ah, you got hit in the nuts with your surfboard?
Hello?
That hurts so bad.
You okay?
Can I say nuts?
Hello?
Yeah. Were you okay?
Oh, I'm okay, but when
You want to know how to fix his surfboard?
No. What happened?
surfboard okay.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Are you still in pain?
Somewhat.
Did the skin get broken? Did anything open up?
No skin, but it got bigger and the balls hurt very much.
Still.
Yeah.
Does it hurt to touch?
Yes. About a week later, last week, my girlfriend wanted to have an intercourse.
Yeah. Yeah, we're listening.
Okay. And I didn't want to do it, but she forced me kinda.
Yeah.
So
She forced you.
We're listening. What happened?
Okay. And,
I want to hear about how you got forced.
It was very
I
painful.
don't want to be forced.
Did you ejaculate?
Very little.
Was there any blood in it?
It was reddish.
Reddish.
I don't think it was blood.
My friend, you need to see a doctor, okay? You need to go see a urologist. I mean, probably everything's going to be fine, but
What kind of doctor?
urologist.
Urology?
Yeah, urologist.
Doctor.
Okay,
What kind of doctor is that?
that's a doctor that takes care of the genital tract and the the urine producing elements in your body. Surgeons, and particularly males, and there are things that may need to be done. It needs to be looked at to make sure that you never develop any problems with fertility and that sort of thing.
Can you break it?
Can you break
What
it?
I like if you are erect and you
Okay.
bam and it cracks.
You can fracture it, yeah.
You can fracture it,
Yeah.
and then do they put a cast on it?
Something.
You walk around like, hey,
no,
sign my
there's such
cast.
thing, but probably more surgical intervention.
Hello, Dr. Drew?
Yeah.
I was wondering, recently because of the rain,
The rain?
there's a lot of crap in the water.
Yeah.
Could it be just an infection from the water?
No, this is from your having been hit there.
But you can't get infections.
You
from
need
the
to.
water,
You need
too.
to. Yeah.
Okay,
Water's real bad.
Right now, I get only half willy. I can't get a full erection.
My friend,
A half willy?
you need to see a urologist. Okay. It's important that you see one.
I don't have an insurance.
Well,
That's why I didn't go to
well,
doctor.
then at least make a single visit to a urology office. I mean, it should cost you about $60 or so. And you want to maintain your fertility, you want to maintain your sexual functioning, and probably things will be okay. But there are complications you can get into that can be rather serious. So I would get it looked at, okay?
I want to hear about your girlfriend forcing you to have sex.
Well, she's pretty right, I don't want to lose her.
You didn't want to lose her? And you thought if you didn't have sex with her, she would have left you?
She does.
And you had, as you say, half willy?
Half willy?
Is that what you had?
Yeah.
She forced you to have sex and you had sex with her half willy?
Yeah.
And did she ask what was wrong, why you only had half willy?
I told her that I can't have sex like that.
Uh-huh.
And she said that, I don't know, she kind of addicted.
She's kind of what?
Addicted?
Addicted?
She does it.
She loves your willy?
Yeah.
She loves half willy. But you weren't able to completely free willy because you were half willy. Is that correct?
Something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you need to get...
kind of sick.
Uh-huh.
I tell her,
Yeah.
you have to be gentle.
Willie is sick and needs care. Please see a urologist. You guys, come on. I mean,
Willie is sick. Willie needs care, Teuton. You have to take care of Willie. Okay?
I do. She's from Japan.
Oh.
And she said that her dad has these special treatment, and she brought it over. It was like a cream, but it burned the hell out of Willie, man.
I'm not laughing at you.
my friend.
Would
look,
that be Willie Jelly?
Willie?
My friend, listen.
He used to be Willie Lucky. Now he's Willie Jelly.
Listen, pal. This is. I mean, we're kidding around, but this is serious stuff.
Oh, no, we're not laughing at you.
You're messing around with stuff you don't understand. You burned yourself. You hurt yourself. You've got a problem here that needs care.
I'm not laughing.
Your normal sexual functioning's been disrupted. I'm worried about you. You had a trauma to a region, a relatively delicate region in your body that can have complications to it. That you got to get things looked at. Will you please?
Sure.
Don't go around looking for herbal cures and things. Make sure this is not a surgical problem, okay?
Okay.
Because you might have broke your Willie. Okay? And that would really be bad. Thanks for the call, man. What?
It's really painful.
I bet it is. I bet nobody doesn't think it's
call
painful.
Call us back. Let us, a couple days, maybe Sunday. Let me know how it's going. All right.
Thanks for your call, man. I wasn't laughing at him. It was something else. This is Jonas, 25 from... Now, what city is that? Mentone? Where are you from, Jonas? Jonas.
Hello?
Where are you from?
South Central, right?
What city does it say? Mentone.
Hello?
What city did you tell him you were from?
I'm from South Central.
Oh. Okay, what's going on?
Okay, about 3 weeks ago,
Yeah?
I met this girl.
Is this Jonas? What's your name?
My name is Jonas.
Okay.
Okay, about 3 weeks ago, I met this girl. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, and she was we were at a party, and she was kind of drunk. And so, I don't know, we just kind of went up to the bedroom up there. We started messing around a little. Hello?
We're listening.
Okay, and then, what's it called? And then a few weeks later, she comes up to me and she says that she's pregnant now.
Now,
and
you wouldn't be Teuton, would you?
Who?
Weren't you just on the air a few moments ago?
No.
What's your name?
Jonas?
What? Hold on. Go ahead, Jonas. Why does it say that you called up something about caning?
No, I called out my pregnant girl. I made this girl pregnant, and that's what she said.
Doesn't he sound an awful lot like we happen to punch the same line up again, Ricky?
How did I do that?
And he sounds an awful lot like our previous caller.
No, he doesn't. Where are you from, Jonas?
South Central.
Originally.
South Central.
Where were you
I
born?
was born in Los Angeles.
Okay. Which hospital?
What?
Okay, go ahead. What's your problem, real quick?
Okay, now she comes up and she says that she's pregnant. Okay.
Right.
And that's not the only problem. She told her dad.
Uh-huh.
She's
Second. Gotta watch your language. We're on radio. Okay, your dad was gonna come over and wants to beat you up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
she was drunk, and
it doesn't matter.
I was kind of, I wasn't too, stable myself yet. So now he wants to kick the crap out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go tell the police or anything. But
tell the police what?
That this guy's after me.
That this guy's after you because you got his daughter pregnant.
Yeah.
Now, what do you want to do? Pretend like Dad isn't in the picture. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't really mean her to get pregnant, and I wasn't really sober at the time, and neither was she. It's just an accident.
Hey. There's a girl you had sex with, and she's pregnant. Okay? It doesn't matter if you were drunk or she was drunk, or where the moon was, or anything. Right now, the number one problem is there's a girl that's pregnant with your kid. Now, how old is she?
She's 19.
She's 19?
Yeah.
And how old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20? Well, what are you going to do? I mean, you got to talk to this girl. What do you want to do? Do you want to have a kid?
Life,
is she planning on...
Now, it'll just screw up my life.
Is she going to go through with the pregnancy?
See, that's what I want to know. Because I want to get her out of it. you know. But like her dad, the way he comes up to me and the way he tells me now how I've screwed his daughter's life up forever now, I'm thinking, you know, maybe she's probably want to keep it. I'm afraid to talk to her now.
Mm-hmm.
The father made it very clear that he wants me absolutely.
Jonas, the most important thing what you got to do is you got to talk to her and find out what she's going to do, and then take the problem there, and hopefully, you know, deal with it through that. You got to see what she's going to do before you go to anything else, okay? I mean, we could say it depends if she's going to keep it. If she's not going to keep it, then you got to plan accordingly. You've got to get in contact with her, find out what she's going to do. Right? Okay?
All right.
Thanks for your call, Jonas.
Sure.
What happened? It was on the same line as Teuton? Or do you think it was like a little multiple personality disorder or something? So let's go to, which call should we go now? Which one? Okay, let's talk to Sharon, 13, from Tarzana. Sharon, you're on LoveLine on K-Rock.
Hello?
Hi, Sharon.
Hi. A little while ago, this guy asked me out, and he's black and I'm white, and because of that, my parents won't let me go out with him.
How old is he?
He's 15 and I'm 13.
Are you sure that's the reason?
Well, there's more to it. Okay, my parents...
He's black and he's white, and I don't understand why they want to go out with him. Well, is there any other reason? Well, he's in jail right now, but is there any other reason?
Okay.
Well, no, okay.
There's more to this problem.
All right.
My parents, they're not American. They're from Iran, and they came here, like, 14 years ago. And, like, they're still in half those ways.
Of course.
What?
Of course. I mean, that would be understandable.
Right, exactly. And my mom says she doesn't want me to date out of
God,
my
you know,
race
it's like
or
there should.
religion.
Listen, it's almost this problem comes up in flurries. It's almost like there should be support groups for teenage children of unicultural recent immigrants.
Yeah.
because last time I heard this was Korean.
You know what?
Korean children.
You know what?
They have a lot of this.
Can I read a
Iranians
fax? Can I
have-
read a fax really quick?
Yeah.
This is a fax that we have a lot of people that are very into Armenian girls, and we have a lot of Armenian listeners. And this fax says, Dear Ricky, the only problem with Armenian girls is their mothers. I can say this due to ample personal experience. You just can't get by them. What is up with that? Then he also has some questions about if Armenian girls have a larger clitoris.
Please.
But he says that...
Jesus.
I'm just reading what the fax says, but it says, never try to ask an Armenian girl to the prom unless she's an orphan.
Don't.
Well, but this is you're not suffering from a problem that is unusual. It's just it's a uniquely American problem. I'll tell you that. But it is very common, and it must be very frightening to the parents too. I mean, you come up with a whole different set of values, a whole different culture, and a whole different series of beliefs about how you're going to behave. And I have to believe you're appropriate and you're right, and there's nothing wrong with anything you're doing. But boy, to convince somebody from a very rigid cultural background that's
My parents,
yeah.
they won't let me date. They say you can't date till you're 18.
I
Start talking.
Once you give them the benefit of the doubt and assume that it's not the fact that it's interracial dating, it's just the fact that you're dating.
It's both of them.
Have they said the reason you cannot go out with him is because he's black?
They said that, and they said...
What did they say to you?
Yeah.
Tell me exactly what they said to you, honestly.
Okay, I asked my Mom, this guy asked me out, can I go out with him? And she said, no, you can't go out with him. I asked why. She said, you're way too young. And I said, well, if I was older, would you let me? She said, no. I'm like, why not? And she said, because I don't want you dating people out of your race.
How did she know he was black?
I told her.
Okay, what did you tell her?
I told her that she knows who this guy is.
Why was it important for you to tell her that he was black?
I don't know.
Why couldn't you just say I was going out on a date?
What?
You must, I mean, you knew that it would probably cause some...
don't encourage dishonesty.
No. I'm not saying dishonesty, but I'm saying, why is it important? Why not say, hey, I'm going out with this guy, you know? Why is it, hey, I'm going out, Mom, is it okay if I go out with this black guy?
She doesn't want to hide it.
No,
But why did she have to say anything? I don't think it's necessarily
who
hiding.
the guy is.
And-
She knows who he is.
If they're uptight about her dating, they'd want to meet the guy anyway. So.
Right. But then have him come over, see that he's a nice guy,
Yeah.
and take it at that.
But see, I mean, my parents are so strict, they won't even let me sleep over any friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've known this friend since 3rd grade, and I still can't sleep over her house.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but we're having parent line here earlier, and I'll tell you, I'm so paranoid about my kids.
She loves you very much.
Yes, you're lucky you have parents that care. That's right. I mean, this day and age, the problem is parents that don't care enough.
You're not at the end of your life. You know, you have a lot of time.
Can you, like, suggest anything that I can, like, try and get them to loosen up a little?
I think that's a real good way to put it. how about slowly building their trust and finding sort of activities that they feel comfortable with? Today it's so scary to have your kids go out of your area of vision. I mean, because so many things can happen to them. I sort of share your parents' anxiety, but it's unrealistic to hold on so tight like that, and it will make you rebel eventually. I would tell them that that just try to find activities that you really find appealing and you want to do, that they have difficulty letting you do, and slowly build on that. Do more and more things independently.
Do they have a problem with you spending time with female friends?
No.
So could you get into the habit of going out a lot?
Well, I mean, a lot of times I go out with my friends, like on the weekends or something. It might be like a group of 5 guys and 2 girls. And they don't really mind that because it's like during the daytime and they know where I am and who I'm with. And like what time I'm going and what time I'll be back.
And they know you're not sleeping around.
Of course, no.
You know what you got to see is the most important thing because you're 13, or is there other reasons?
I'm sure it's the 13.
Well, I mean, I've also been teased about it. Like last year.
How old are the people that you're going out with and hanging out with? Are they older than you?
They're all in my grade, like 13. They're around my age. They're all around 13.
Yeah, I think what you got to do is you just got to build up some trust between you and your parents, and hopefully they'll get a little bit more lenient as you do things. If they let you, as soon as this dies down, there's going to be something else.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah. It's all politics.
And the fact
so from now on, we should just not pay attention.
No. Let's make sure that we have got everything completely sure until we bring this up.
Exactly.
I see. So no rumor milling, just
because that's all this is. I mean, he hasn't. Right. There is no investigation yet, or maybe there is, but it's like this girl says that. What you know? What did you read the article? Did you? Well, there was no article, but have you seen anything? I mean, what was the accusation?
That he sexually harassed this woman.
By doing what?
That's all I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is, the whole sexual harassment thing is a whole other issue that we should talk about one time. Is like, what is sexual harassment? When do they draw the line? When is there a difference between trying to pick up on somebody? I mean, if you want to say, hey, he's a scumbag because maybe he was trying to cheat on his wife, that's okay. To say that.
That's right.
Can he run the country and still
but
be a
that is not
guy?
the issue. It's the issue of being above the law or not, and considering oneself above the law.
But everybody breaks the law.
Well,
I bet Dr. Drew doesn't.
I beg your pardon. I've never heard this in my adult life. This is the first time that I've heard. I mean, and granted, in most of my adult life, there's been a Republican president, and every day in every paper on every media, I would hear, "We've got to scrutinize these guys because they think they're above the law, and we can't tolerate that." And now. Suddenly happen magically? I mean, I don't get it.
I just think that maybe we're just so sick of hearing something different every week.
Yes.
So this is what the president did. This is what the president did. This is what the president did. He did this. He was this at school. He was this, and it just gets to be a point that everybody just kind of.
They're no.
I don't know exactly, or maybe that is it. It's like, okay, what did the president do next week? Okay, he kicked the dog. It's just getting to the point. I don't know. I wish I knew more about the story. Thank you very much for your call.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm kind of feeling very KFI-ish tonight.
Yeah, I know.
It is,
We're into stuff we shouldn't be into.
It's not this usual love line. It's like, I felt much more
But that's what you wanted.
But you know what? I like doing this because you do the same show 5 nights a week, and it's nice to talk about something different. It also shows that these LoveLine audiences are very well informed, are very intelligent, but for some reason I could talk more about Teuton's half willy. I don't know. I feel more at home there. I feel more at home with a half willy and the woman insisting on sex, but it just goes to show that these LoveLine audience, I'll tell you one thing, we could talk about any subject and the people that listen to the show would know a lot about it. I mean, anything that we talk about, it's very good. This is going to be the last call. Then we're going to play something else from Kristin and go to the shooting gallery.
We promised her the spew-orama, as it's being called.
No.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
well, let's take this call. Then we'll play that 58 seconds of sheer enjoyment. Jesus, Pennywise loves that. This is Adam, 15 from Granada Hills, last call of the evening before the shooting gallery. Adam, what's up?
Hey, Ricky, what's up?
How you doing, man?
Okay. Hey, Dr. Drew.
Hey.
Okay, just quick question here. Ricky, my birthday's coming up. It's on June 1st. And my friends, they set up something where I'm going to get with a prostitute.
Right.
Before I was really sure, oh yeah, this is going to be great. Now I'm thinking twice. I'm like, oh my God, am I really going to do this? Maybe I can get in trouble, is there some law that I may be breaking when I'm doing this, or?
In California, yeah.
Prostitution, yeah, that's illegal.
I mean, my friends are the ones who are setting it up, but.
Doesn't matter, as far as I know.
Adam, let me ask you a couple questions, okay? First of all, I was going to try to use the word reputable prostitute, but that's really hard. That's
Like criminal
to
attorney.
you, that would be a contradiction. To me, I mean, there could be reputable prostitutes because you are underage, okay? Now, let me ask you a question. Be honest with me, okay?
Uh-huh.
Have you ever had sex before?
Yeah.
You have had sex before,
Uh-huh.
okay? So the idea is they just want to go out and get you a hooker and...
Well, my friend had her before, and he said, like, oh, she's the greatest that you'll ever have. And, you know, I was getting all worked up saying, oh, my God, this is going to be great. But now I'm thinking twice about it. I don't know.
Feeling kind of nervous?
That, maybe getting in trouble with the law.
It is illegal.
How about HIV? You afraid about that?
Not really. I plan on using, condom, but
Well, it's only a risk reduction measure. That's not absolutely certain you're going to protect yourself with that.
You know what? Because I don't want to say my personal opinion on this thing for getting in more trouble than I usually get myself into. But if you know me, you can probably figure out what my personal opinion is on this thing. But I'm just going to tell you this, Adam. Do whatever you feel like. But be careful if you feel like you do want to do it. Just remember, it is illegal.
Now, wait a minute.
It is. Hold on a second. Listen.
it is illegal.
It would be very easy for me to sit here and say, "Hey, your friends want to get you a hooker. Don't do this, Adam. This is a bad thing." But I got to be honest. I have a hard time sometimes. I'll say something on the radio and give like the proper advice. I am not here to give advice. I'm sharing my personal experiences. What would I do if my friends bought me this hooker that they said was really, really great, and I was single, I didn't have a girlfriend or anything, and my friend said, hey, this girl's going to come over here and have sex with you, and it'll be the greatest thing in your life? Am I going to say, no, this is bad and illegal and improper and immoral? No.
Let me put it in
I got to
different
be
context.
honest with you.
Let me put it in different context.
But if I was 15,
yeah, you
I'm just saying. That's,
are sitting here recommending a 15-year-old
no.
to go ahead with this
that's
prostitute
not what I was doing, Drew.
and not worry. Be careful. Even though there's an HIV
No,
risk, just
Dr.
kind of
Drew.
be careful with it.
That's not what I was doing. What I was saying was me. I'm older than 15. Okay.
All right, so you tell him to wait till he's your age.
When
and
I
then
was
do it.
15,
Then
when
we
I was
can-
15, I was a virgin, and 16, pretty much most of 17. I would guess that you probably, in the way of lovers, have had maybe in the number of 3 or less.
yeah.
Okay. You know what? Enjoy being young and having the hard times of sex and stuff like that. I mean, it's something that you might not enjoy. It's something you're probably going to be real nervous. You're going to want to be better performer than your friends were. I mean, is that something that crossed your mind at all? Like, I want her to come back and say, hey, Adam was better than any of you guys were. Do you think about that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, kind of, because, this other guy had her, and she was going to be with me now.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about this girl? I mean, you know what you're doing? You're jerking off with a woman's body.
and
Good point.
and
That is what you're doing, Adam.
and maybe with a little HIV flying around, or God knows what else.
Okay, let me tell you. Let's just put it this way. Okay, this is what you're doing. You're masturbating with a woman's body, something that's illegal, and something that can give you a disease that'll kill you.
One quick question. I've always wanted to ask you this. Have you ever been with Kennedy?
Nobody's been with Kennedy.
Oh.
You're talking about the VJ, the girl Kennedy, right?
Yeah.
She's a
Kennedy's
virgin.
a virgin.
No.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Why, would you want to be with Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
For your birthday.
Kennedy, that's what I'm going to get you for your birthday, bro. I'm sending Kennedy right over your house right now. And let me tell you something. You will not reach the age of 16. She will drill you into the bedboards. Kennedy's great. I like Kennedy. And no, I've never been with her.
Thanks a lot, Ricky.
You know what? Pretty much, I guess that we just kind of gave some fact, but I just don't want it to be one of those do as I say, not as I would do. But I've never had such nice friends. Let me read you a little bit about the article, okay? The article that somebody just Mo faxed us. Thanks a lot, Mo.
Back page of the LA Times.
Back page of the LA Times. Clinton retains of defense attorney. And the thing, it does not say Clinton accused of sexual harassment. The title of this, Clinton retains top defense attorney. The president
and in fact, what I've heard is that anyone that this guy gets only takes cases where there is some serious trouble, where somebody's in trouble.
Yes, but we're also talking about the president. I'll tell you what. Why don't you play here a little bit about this LoveLine puke thing? You guys want to hear so much.
Set it up for
This
her.
is when we had Penny. Okay, I have not requested very many guests on LoveLine. As a matter of fact, this was probably my first, and until we have Offspring on next week, this would have been my only band request.
Maybe I'll be gone next week.
Hey, Offspring's a different story, and that would already have been done. So I decided that it would be a great idea to have Pennywise as a guest on LoveLine. Fletcher, a very large man in his 200-pound range.
High 200s.
High 200s. Very big, burly, biker-looking punk rock guy.
Hair everywhere.
Decided it was his job to intentionally, using vomit as a projectile, throw up on Dr. Drew. We're just going to play it. I'll read
It started, the opening here is him spraying across the board on the two of Ricky and me.
then chasing Dr. Drew. I don't know why you want to play this, but listen.
And then we'll go to commercials.
We will be quiet.
And we'll be back with the
so
shooting
Osprey's
gallery.
just going to spit on you or something.
I'm afraid something might come out the other side, but here
I'll
comes.
do that,
This
Drew.
is that spew-orama night.
Okay, go ahead.
That's fine. I mean, I was just wondering, what's the intention?
No, please don't throw up on me.
LoveLine is over. I'm pretty much currently. Okay, bye. Yes, LoveLine is over. It's not our fault. We have a big, ugly man in our guitar band. Get out of here. And,
You're playing a song
yes.
or something? Get away from me. Get the hell out. Can I are we on the air? Please. You guys. Come here.
Howdy, this is Kristin again. This is called Sun Drops.
That was something from Kristin Hersh. New record is out. It is called Hips and Makers, and it's out in your stores now. And are you playing out here anytime soon?
Yeah.
2 shows at the Roxy.
2 shows at the Roxy.
Oh, good.
Soon.
Viper Room on Thursday night.
Viper Room Thursday night.
Saturday night.
Don't you have some
Saturday
tickets
night?
to give away or something?
Huh?
You have some tickets to give away.
Yeah, you know what? At the very ending of the show, what we'll do is, I guess we've got, 5 pairs of tickets? Say yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
5
Well,
sounds
this guy
good.
in the corner seems to know everything. My truck makes a rumbling noise. What would that be? We're going to give away 5 pairs of tickets at the ending of the show. I'll tell you when. We're going to clear the lines. And the first 5 pairs of tickets that would like to go see Kristin play will get tickets. A lot of people sent us some faxes about the Iranian girl whose parents called. A lot of them saying you should be lucky your parents care so much. A lot of people said just wait till you're 18. So, also Mo sent us this article. I got to be real quick on this whole thing because we do want to get to a shooting gallery because we touched a lot of topics tonight, and basically the entire article, almost in the Los Angeles Times, speaks about the president hiring this big attorney, and the only little paragraph, this is all it says in this article, Drew, look, about what happened. It says, Jones claims that in May 1991, then Governor Clinton, this was before he was president, then Governor Clinton directed an Arkansas state trooper to take her to a Little Rock hotel room where Clinton touched and propositioned her. She said that she rebuffed Clinton's advances and left the room after 15 minutes. The White House says her account is just not true. My personal opinion, this happened in 1991. He tried to make a pass in her. She left the room. I think this really isn't that important. This is just my opinion, okay?
All right.
Okay.
That I can accept. I have no problem with.
But do you think,
I have no
do you
problem
think that
with,
this is an important story?
It's important to decide whether it is or isn't. That's what I think.
Do you think that this case, if she waited 3.5 years, do you think she can wait till?
Probably
do you think
not.
that she can, or if she waited 3.5 years, do you think she can wait another 3 years and wait till he is out, till he is no longer in office, or maybe a year till he's no longer in office? That's my opinion. I think it can.
Their statute runs out this week.
What was that?
There's some statute of limitation runs out this week.
Oh, for her.
She had to file. Yeah.
Why is this important for her to file? And what did he do? He made a pass at her. She didn't like it, and she left after 15 minutes. Bam, done. 1-800-520-1067 is the number. We're doing the shooting gallery right now, and this will be our last show. We have the big social. This weekend will be the first time that Drew and Ann and myself have ever gone out anywhere other than LoveLine. Because even though we are all friends, we don't really ever see each other than LoveLine. So we can all talk crap about each other now and people's eating habits and stuff like that. Anyways, we're going to do LoveLine shooting gallery. We're going to give everybody a couple just very short times, 30 seconds to speak about whatever they want, something you heard tonight, and using no screeners. This is the shooting gallery. Hopefully I don't have to repeat.
What's all that noise?
The thing that couldn't die.
You haven't got a prayer.
Okay, so it's going to be quick tonight. K-Rock, you're on the shooting gallery.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello. About the...
Wait a minute. Wait.
Hold on, I can't...
Go ahead.
There you go, sorry.
Sorry, about the Clinton thing?
Yeah.
I think, it wasn't in the press just because the Whitewater has just been all over the news for so long. And
so one story is important, but two we don't really want to hear about.
No, the reason, so you've got Whitewater, and if you guys can tell me anything that really happened in Whitewater, I'd be surprised. But the thing about Whitewater is that, the press has kind of realized they've gone on for 2 months and kind of got caught with their pants down because nothing really...
So they're worried about selling newspapers.
Yeah.
Okay. I can believe that.
Can I ask you a real quick question?
Yeah.
Do you think it's good for us to talk about different subjects like this once in a while, like every 3 weeks on LoveLine?
I think once in a while.
Yeah, but but not too much.
Very rarely.
But I was surprised that Dr. Drew is so indignant, kind of not having.
I'm bothered by.
He's just bummed out about the Clinton health plan.
I'm bothered by the
He's
change.
a doctor. Remember, he's a doctor.
No, I'm bothered by the change. I mean, why? I'd never heard people say I just blow it off. Doesn't matter. I mean, I've never heard that.
It did come up. This woman was at the highway troopers.
Yeah.
She was at that press conference. So this woman has been in the news, and
No, I understand that these may be spurious, but to have people go, I don't care if he broke the law or not. I mean, whoa, that's a whole different thing.
I'm just saying.
I don't think he broke the law.
It's the first time that her charges come up because it first came up with these press conferences with the troopers.
Okay.
And was kind of dismissed then, and then she's just coming up with the lawsuit.
We got to go because it's a shooting gallery. Thanks a lot for your call, man.
Bye.
Have a good Cinco de Mayo. K-Rock, you're on the shooting gallery.
Hi, I just wanted to touch the topic of, teachers and stuff and adult authority and stuff.
Go real quick.
I just want to say, that they, come across kids who are into individuality and free expression and whatnot, not to condescend them and put them down for believing in stuff that's, not socially acceptable and whatnot. Because
Like what? Give me a subject that you believe in that's not socially acceptable that you've been put down for.
That people put you down for not adapting to what society thinks is acceptable.
Like what?
Being yourself.
Like what?
Just way you dress and stuff, stupid stuff like that. That's not social. That you're not accepted for. You're totally excluded because you're not like everybody else.
And that's the reason we do these things, I think. Let me tell you something. If your parents had piercings and tattoos and wore baggy clothes and all this stuff, then we wouldn't want to do it. When you're young, we want to do stuff that sets us apart, and that's the reason that we do it, because not everybody is doing it. And it's supposed to be criticized. I don't want everybody liking my music. I don't want everybody liking the way I look.
I just don't like to be put down for believing in something that's a little bit different,
Mm-hmm.
There's teachers out there who will say, oh, you're just caught up in this rebellious attitude. That's not true, because there are things that I do believe in and get put down for, and it's not fair. I just think people...
What comes naturally to you is never going to come naturally to another generation, whether that one comes before you or after you. It's been like that for everybody.
But also, because we're going to go to some more calls, conflict is good. It's good that you believe in something that a lot of people don't agree with.
But
maybe you can change people's mind, and that's what life's all about.
Yeah.
Telling people, and for you to be able to express your reason why you might be believing something else, and if they have a reason why they don't like it, for you to be able to listen to what other people say. That's what we don't do. We don't talk and listen.
Yeah.
Why do you do this? Because it rules. That ain't a right answer.
I want people to demolish the tunnel vision and be open for everything that's out there, because if you adapt to everything that everybody else does, everyone's supposed to live a life of hell and not be who they are.
Okay. Thanks a lot for your call.
Bye.
Bye. K-Rock, you're on the shooting gallery.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to say, is this Ricky?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to say real quick, I wanted to validate you and Dr. Drew for your opinions on the Singapore thing.
What, do you agree?
I totally agree with you.
You know what? I got to be honest with you. I haven't really heard that many people that disagree. Have you?
No, but
everybody thinks this guy should have got the crap beat out of him. You know something?
Go ahead.
I mean, hey, I've spray painted on a Mercedes just like everybody else. But if I knew I was going to get beat up, and I wouldn't go spray painting a Mercedes in Singapore.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, there is one other thing I just want to say real quick.
Yes, sir.
I also wanted to bring up one thing about the Clinton situation. If you recall, Kenny Kingston said that there was going to be a scandal on the guy.
That would make Richard Nixon look like little Lord Fauntleroy.
That is exactly what Kenny Kingston said.
Yeah, that's what Kenny Kingston
Kenny
said.
Kingston, let me tell you something, okay? A majority of the people, for people that have not ever listened to LoveLine, Kenny Kingston is a psychic that appears on our show lately about once a month, usually.
Yeah, he's coming again next week.
And a lot of people don't believe in him, but we can all tell you he is very, very, very amazing and proves himself. And I wanted to, the first time that he was on the show with me, I just wanted to just blow him out of the water. And just, especially because he's got a friggin' infomercial. But you know what?
Right.
He's really good.
He is great. And there's just one other quick thing I wanted to say about the Kurt Cobain situation.
Yes.
I totally feel for the guy. I understand why someone could do that. But there's just one point that everyone seems to be missing. Is that an artist has to take responsibility for the effects he creates. And if he influenced millions of people to want to commit suicide, you know, or whatever, I think there was another solution that the guy could have taken or probably could have opted for that wouldn't have caused this effect that he created. And I think that really has to be looked at and not supported.
I don't think he ever wanted to be a spokesperson or a role model, though. And I don't think that he felt that he had a responsibility. And I think what he should have done was take care of himself, because he should have taken care of himself because he had a family, because he had a kid.
Right.
But I think that's got to be a real tough thing to be having all these millions of people. He's a punk rocker that made some music that people dug, and certain people looked into his stuff and heard things that, let me tell you something, I love Nirvana, I've got all the records, I still don't know what he's talking about.
Right.
You know, I think people will look into anything a little bit.
He was a man before he was a star.
Right.
And he was also very, very, very depressed, whether you have a family and a child or not. That's a big, big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I just think if you're in that position, you have to look at what you're going to cause when you do certain things.
Well, I'm
like the president.
Yeah, but
that wouldn't help a depression.
It might have happened to Kurt Cobain if he worked in a gas station. He was a guy that suffered from depression and drug addiction.
Right.
You know. Thanks a lot for your call, man.
Thank you.
We have time for one more.
One more.
It's a whole different show tonight, but it's a good show.
I know, yeah,
it's like
I
very
think so.
kind of like intelligent. Not that the other calls aren't. I mean, I did feel still more at home with
Willie.
Teuton and his half Willie,
Yeah.
but it was a different show tonight. See what you do, Kristen?
Yeah,
You
not
artsy-
top 40 with t-shirts.
Because you artsy people bring out the
Artsy,
intelligent.
intellectuals.
People bring out the intelligent people.
Right, those
K-Rock, you're on the
things.
shooting gallery.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
I wanted to comment on that one thing you guys were saying about pickup lines.
Thank you for bringing me back to reality.
I got a
Yeah,
good
that was
one.
last night.
I got a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, you go up to a girl and you ask them, "Are you Greek?" And usually they say no, and then you say, "You look like a goddess to me."
I would go for that.
Would you?
Definitely.
You lie like a rug. You would buy that. Let me tell you something, Kristen. You didn't hear the other lines that people
I just
have
want this
used.
call to be over. This not intellectual, not artsy call. Okay, bye.
How about this one? You're a chariot, and I want to ride you all the way home.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I've never heard that one before.
I still like mine. Please. Please. Please.
On your knees, please.
Just please.
Ouch,
or
ouch,
or
ouch.
stop going away. Or please, no, I didn't slip a Xanax in your drink. How's that? Thanks a lot for your call, okay?
No problem.
Kristen, thank you very much for being our guest.
Sure.
And we're going to clear the lines right now. And the first 10 callers at 5 callers. Sorry, I made a mistake. First 5 callers at 1-800-520-1067 will get a pair of tickets to go see Kristin play. And
Kristin
Kristin Hersh play her music, intelligent music.
Saturday night, Midnight Viper Room.
At
Saturday
Viper
night,
Room
Midnight Viper Room.
on Sunset, which is a very fun, nice, good sound at that place. Have you been there yet? It's a real small club sound. Is really, really good. Okay, Drew, I'm leaving. And hey, we'll be back here on Mother's Day. What are we gonna do for Mother's Day?
Broadcast.
Okay, that'll be really great.
He's so funny.
He's a witty guy. We got him for his wit, I'll tell you. You're listening to 106.7 KROQ FM, Pasadena, Los Angeles, the world-famous K-Rock. Thank you for listening to LoveLine. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Southern California, good night.